Hi everyone, I am here to do my week 2 weight loss update with you guys. I'm just sitting in my bedroom because Jay's mum is downstairs watching TV and I don't want to have to ask her to turn the TV down so I can make this video, so I thought I'd just come in my room just to excuse the mess behind me. But yeah, so week 2, so I'll get straight into my weigh-in. The scales said that I lost 1 kilo this week, exactly again. Actually, I always get on the scales 2 or 3 times when I weigh myself. I don't know if any of you guys are the same. So I hopped on the scales and the scales said I was down 1.4 kilos, which I was ecstatic with, and I thought I'll just double check. So I hopped on them again and it changed to 1 kilo, and then I stood on them 2 more times and it still said 1 kilo. So the scale said 100 kilos exactly. So I'm just gonna go with the 1 kilo loss, which I'm still over the moon with. So for week 2 I had another 1 kilo loss, which is 2.2 pounds, which brings the total to exactly 2 kilos or 4.4 pounds in 2 weeks, which, you know, I couldn't be happier with. Last week was pretty easy for me, to be honest. I think mainly because I'm at home a lot, so I don't have temptations of when I go out. I've wrote down some challenges actually in my book. Actually, I'll go over my weekly reflections with you guys. So the thing that I'm proud of this week is that I stuck to my plan. Every day I tracked everything and I made sure that I had enough points to eat everything, so I'm proud that I did that. How could I improve on the week? Definitely exercise. I hardly did any exercise last week. I think actually it was just one day last week Jay and I went for a walk. I did have a sore foot but that's just an excuse. So yeah, that's one thing that I could have worked on. Challenges. Main challenges was the weekend and making right food choices. So on the weekend we went out for breakfast. I had 2 poached eggs and sourdough toast. Sorry, I thought someone was coming. Yeah, I had 2 poached eggs and sourdough toast and a cappuccino. Eggs were easy to track, but the sourdough toast was a little bit harder. I kind of had to guesstimate just because of the grams, so I kind of guessed the weight of the sourdough bread, but I was pretty happy with my choices for breakfast. And then we went out for dinner and I was umming and ahhing between a chicken burger with chips or 2 little kind of like side dishes. I ended up going with the side dishes, and again it was a little bit hard for me to track those, so I had to guesstimate again. So I had popcorn chicken and I made sure that I had enough weekly points to cover me like going out for dinner, which again I'm proud of. So yeah, for the popcorn chicken I just searched for KFC popcorn chicken, even though it wasn't KFC and it was probably a lot healthier than KFC popcorn chicken. I still searched for the KFC popcorn chicken and kind of guessed how many grams of popcorn chicken I ate, and just used that. I think I over guessed just to be on the safe side. And then I also had a side salad, and I did ask for the side salad with the dressing on the side, but they forgot to put the dressing on the side. It was like an oil-based dressing and it wasn't smothered in it, so yeah, it didn't concern me too much. And then the salad had halloumi, deep fried halloumi. So deep fried halloumi is not really in the app tracker, so I just searched for halloumi and then added a couple of points on top of that for the deep friedness of it, and then the side salad was 0, and then I added a few points for the dressing. So yeah, so that was probably my main challenge of the week. And then we also went to some markets on Sunday, and I'm so glad that I had breakfast before we went, because they have like all these little food stalls. They have these amazing little mini pancakes that, yeah, I'm just proud that I didn't have any, because when we walked past they just smelled amazing. So yeah, I'm glad that I had breakfast before we went. to the markets. Fave recipe this week, it's not really a recipe, but we had some pasta. They were like little tortellinis, pre-made ones, pumpkin and feta. Something that I did do was the serving size was 220 grams and that came in at 13 points, and I thought, okay, 13 points is a little high, so I just lowered the serving size to 160 grams and then that came in at 9 points. So I saved 4 points by just lowering the serving size, and that still was a pretty good serving. So that's one thing that I'm going to be aware of, is that I can definitely lower the serving size and save on points. A non-scale victory. My non-scale victory this week was that I resisted food temptations when we went to the markets, because Jay, he was very naughty and bought some little donut balls and I didn't have one, so I'm glad that I resisted that. And did I achieve my weekly goal? Yes, I did. Well, kind of. My weekly goal was to lose 1 kilo, which I did do, and walk 5 times, which I didn't do, but stick to my Weight Watchers points, which I did do. So 2 out of 3 is pretty good. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Like I mentioned, every day I made sure I stuck to my points. Some days I went over my 25 points, but that's fine because you do have weeklies as backup, and I ended up having 16 weekly remaining points. So on the Saturday is when I had the most points. I had 43 points that day, but I'm just trusting the system, and the system says you have these extra points a week to eat whatever you want as long as it's within those points. So I'm trusting it and it seems to be working so far. My goals for next week are to get under 100 kilos, which I'm pretty sure I can do. I just have to lose 100 grams and then to lose 500 grams or more. Usually when I lose weight, it starts to, like, the numbers start to decline, so I won't lose as much as I do at the beginning. So if I can at least lose half a kilo a week, I'll be happy with that. Exercise 5 times, so me and Jay's mum are actually going to go for a walk when it cools down a bit today, and also just keep being mindful about what I'm eating. So yeah, that is how my week went for week 2. I'm still not finding it restrictive in any way. I mean, of course it's restrictive in the sense that you can't eat like processed foods like crisps and chocolate. Well, you can, but just not a large amount of it, so it's restrictive in that way. But of course you've got to be restricted some way to lose weight, so that's not bothering me too much. And I think just because I know I can have a little treat every now and again, like it's just good for my frame of mind. I think, like, when I'm on very restricted diets, that's when I start going a bit cuckoo, because I know I can't have a mango. So then that's all I want is a mango. So yeah, knowing that I can have whatever I want but limited, I think that's really helping me. If you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, leave them down below and I'll answer them next week. Don't forget that I do have a weekly vlog that goes up on Sunday, which is like a little sneak peek behind the scenes of me just doing my daily life, and I show little bits and bobs of what I eat. Somebody wanted me to do, I forgot who it was, but they want me to do a what I eat in a day video, so I'll do that this week for you. And yeah, that's all I really have to update you all on. But yeah, I'm over the moon with losing another kilo. I didn't think I would lose another kilo, to tell you the truth, but I did. It'd be amazing if I could lose another kilo next week, but I don't know. I'm just rambling on now, so I will end the video here. I hope you've all had a good week as well. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you all again on Sunday. Actually no, I'll see you probably Thursday or Friday for my what I eat in a day video, and then Sunday for the weekly vlog. So have a good week guys. Bye.